All right, hey everybody. We just got out of the movies. You watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and what did you just ask me?
I said, how did you like it?
No. That's not what you said.
Oh,
You asked me.
I don't remember.
Well, okay. Yeah, you did. You asked me, did I like it?
Oh, okay.
And I did like it. I liked it quite a bit. Gonna guess that you did not.
Well, it's not that I did not. It's just that I couldn't piece it together.
In what way?
Well, it just seemed like it jumped from one thing to another, and I just couldn't piece it together.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. It did turn out differently than I had imagined. I would because okay. So it's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So there's Once Upon a Time in the West. There's a movie called Once Upon a Time in America. I think there's a few other movies. This one definitely, I would say, uses that title. It's a fairy tale, basically, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it was good in a way, but I've enjoyed others more. And I was disappointed because everybody, or at least I even told you that they were talking on it on TV, and they had said that it was a very good movie.
yeah, it is a very good movie. It is well crafted. Quentin Tarantino, the director, is known
Yes.
for his knowledge of movies from the past. I thought it was kind of a neat idea the way they inserted them into the older movies.
Uh-huh.
I think maybe what you're talking about is that there isn't necessarily a plot. There isn't a we need to accomplish this action, or there is this conflict that we need to resolve. It's not that kind of movie.
Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking when I'm saying that he just went all around and about and all that.
Yeah.
And I lost a lot of it, I think.
Yeah, it might be. You might enjoy it once you think about it more. Because, like I said, it wasn't. It was. I don't know that you've seen The Big Lebowski, but it's kind of like The Big Lebowski, that there isn't really
A plot.
a plot.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, what did you think of just the performances? I mean, because you laughed a few times.
Yeah, and I thought they were all the characters were good.
Yes.
All of them.
Yeah, they really were.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pit bull also in this movie that I wonder is the same pit bull from Stuber, because it looks to be
Because it looks the same. Yeah.
same color,
Yeah.
same everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you imagine how much money that dog is making?
a lot. I was also glad that I don't recall ever seeing Quentin Tarantino himself in the movie. Because he's a little hit and miss himself. I thought it was wise of him not to insert himself, to be honest, in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just try. Yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot. I did. Another thing not really related to anything critical to the movie, but I noticed there were a couple of scenes where they were driving on the highway, or these outdoor exterior shots. So it's a timepiece. It takes place in the year 1969.
Yeah.
So all the cars have to be
older.
Old, and everything needs to be time appropriate. But I was just wondering how, I mean, surely some of these highway scenes couldn't have been shot in LA, because there was not hardly any traffic on the highway, and the cars had to be old, and I was just thinking it had to be very expensive to shoot some of those driving scenes.
I didn't notice that, but I do know that the cars did look different.
Yeah, they were all
Older.
time appropriate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways, so this is oddly enough becoming one. It's a long movie, but this is also oddly becoming one of our longer videos. So what do you rate it? 1 to 10?
an 8.5.
Okay, and you base that on what? Because last week you rated it a 2. you gave Crawl a 2. So I was expecting it to be in that range too. So I mean, I'm curious what
It made me say that because I really liked the scenery. I thought I liked the actors. It was just that I thought it was me that I lost it here and there. But
gotcha.
Evidently, the scenery was very good. I liked the roads. You know how they always seem to be going up or coming down?
Yeah.
That's always intriguing to me.
One other thing I noticed, I don't know if there's a theme or whatnot, but did you notice that the bare feet?
Yeah, she was always...
Like Sharon Tate when she went to movie theater, and it looked weird because I was like, are those her feet? Because they didn't look like... The angle was weird.
It had to be her barefoot
And then
feet.
what other one was... Who else was up there? It was... I think it was another... Oh, when he picked up the hitchhiker, Pussycat. The girl from Charles Manson's cult. She was... her feet were pressed up against the windshield.
Yeah.
And they're... I don't know, like I said, I just noticed that 2 or 3 times of like these women's bare feet prominent in the shot. And I just was like, I wonder what's going on there. But anyways, so 8.5, worth watching it in theater, or should you wait to see it at home?
Theater.
Alrighty, well there you have it.
Go see it.
Yes, next week's movie, I imagine. Well, you know what? We may not be able to get a movie next week because next week's movie would have been this movie, but since I didn't have to work today, we went to go see, and I was so excited to see it, I didn't want to wait. But the next movie that we do, if it is what I'm thinking it's gonna be, should be. I don't know. I think you're gonna like it, Mom.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it.
I just enjoy coming to the movies, but and it wasn't a bad movie. It was just that I thought it was me. I just lost it here and there, and I don't like that. I guess I like it to be a novel or something like that I can go with it.
Right. Yeah. There was. Yeah. Well, like I said, there wasn't a story per se. It was just more like this guy's life going through a period of change.
Definitely.
He was an actor who
was trying to get with it, and
he was trying to elevate from TV actor to movie actor, and so there. But that's just what was going on in his life at that time. There wasn't like there was a story about it or anything like that. And I understand what you're saying. And some movies are like that, and I like that in some movies. And this was a good movie of that thing where there wasn't, like I said, there wasn't like a diamond heist, and they had to figure out a plan, and then they had to do this or do that, or they had to break into a place to break someone out. There wasn't anything like that. It was just this is what was happening in this time period. Because it was like started off in February, then it jumped to 6 months later. So I mean, it's basically
in a year's time.
Exactly. It's just what was going on in that year's time. To the guy that was living next to Sharon Tate at the time of the Charles Manson cult. And I don't want to say any more about that because that goes into
something else, and it doesn't.
The movie itself. Yeah. And I don't want to spoil that. Yeah. Anyway, so you heard it here. Go see the movie in the theater.
Talk about it like we are.
Yes. And if you've seen previous Quentin Tarantino movies, then you've probably seen them all. It's definitely one of his better ones. And I guess that's that.
That's it.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.